Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to first of all welcome you back to the Devil's Advocate. I don't really, do response videos, and I don't really, it takes a lot to really get me worked up. It takes a lot to get me going on somebody. I really wish, and if anybody, by the video, what you're about to see, if anybody out there knows who this fucking person is, there you go. I'd like you to get back to me at my channel. Any information you can find on her, please forward it right away. We're going to have some fucking fun with this person. Anyways, without further ado, I want you to watch all this, alright?
Stole my property, my Make America Great Again hat.
Look at the kind of shit he's wearing. Look it.
What, you're gonna turn it into student life? What the hell is your problem?
Hey, so this guy thought it would be a good idea to go into a conference
With my freedom of speech,
hat.
with my freedom of speech, she took my hat.
Wearing
it
this
belongs
hat.
to me.
Oh, she's fighting him,
This
obviously.
belongs to me. I bought it, and she took it from me. It is mine.
Really, look at the kind of shit he's wearing. Do you know what this represents? This represents genocide.
I understand.
Genocide of a bunch of people.
Wow.
And look at what he's wearing in front of a
Genocide,
group of people.
okay.
This is mine. This is mine. You do not get to take other people's property that is legally theirs in this country.
Man, fuck your laws.
Okay. Alright. There we go. I don't know if you guys just heard that from that fucking, big fat greasy Latino fucking, burrito eating, I'm sure, Taco Bell fucking loving motherfucking, I'm going to call her a Mexican, Latino American, because that's what she is. She's a Latina American. And this is, I'm going to come off and say this right now. You're fucking lucky that you don't live anywhere in my vicinity. You are lucky that you don't, because, like, I'm the type of person that, if you came along and just grabbed my hat, man, woman, if you were a child, I'd probably just, hey, give me that bag. Push you to the snowbank and rub your face in the snow a little bit beyond my way. Without further ado, before I completely roast this fucking cow, this Mexican Longhorn, let's just listen to some of her excuses, shall we?
Alright?
Do
Do you have any fucking conscience?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes, and I do.
Really? And that's why you go in there
Yes,
wearing this hat?
That's precisely why.
Because you have a conscience.
Yes.
Look.
She stole my hat.
This guy
She stole
went
my
up
hat.
there.
I was walking around.
No, let me tell you
I was
something.
walking around,
Most of
and
the-
she went and took the hat off of my head.
Of the groups in this campus,
It does not matter.
most of the groups
I
on
have
this
a
campus
freedom of speech
are.
to wear this
your
hat.
fucking freedom of speech is genocide, homeboy.
Alright, I gotta get a good still of this, because I'm gonna put her in a facial recognition program myself. There's a couple of programs, by the way, you can get online if you really look. I gotta get a good clear up. Anybody who knows who that person is ought to hit me back, okay? First of all, the last time I checked, that hat is a MAGA hat. It's a red hat, and in white it says, "Let's make America great again." Well, Donald Trump certainly has a long road ahead of him, doesn't he? Doesn't he? When citizens of the United States can no longer just walk down the street without being harassed. She talks about genocide. She talks about genocide. Why doesn't she go back to her country? Huh? I can see purely that she is of Latino descent. Whether she was born in the States or not is irrelevant. I'm sure her parents were not. And I'm sure if her parents were anywhere in the vicinity of her, they would be smacking her in the face with a fucking bloody pinata Tampax right now. The reason for this is because I know this for a fact that Latinos were not born. I say this. I know people from Honduras, El Salvador. I know people, one of my best friends, Julio, who was in the Mexican army, by the way, is one of the best painters I fucking know. He put me on the map when it came to painting. Some of the best, to let you know, some of the best plumbers, some of the best painters on God's green earth are Mexican and Polish, okay? Painters, if you ever get a Polak painter, you're good. I'm going to come off again, and I'm going to tell this big, fat, fucking Mameluke, ugly fucking cow that you're just so damn lucky that that was not me. And I know there's a lot of my friends on Facebook, specifically you, Jay, too. Yeah, I know. You'd be like, what would you do to her? You know what, Jay? I'm going to just shoot something straight with everybody, okay? Anybody that has a problem with what I have to say about now can go fuck themselves. If you have a problem with it, you're not a real friend. Get the fuck away from me. As far as I'm concerned, you know what? So you're gonna pull a hat off someone's head to prove a point. Is that what this world's about now? You're gonna pull a hat off of someone's head to prove a point. Is this how weak the Democrats and the so-called liberals of society have made this fucking world? That you would rather argue at the counter of a student faculty administration office than just grab somebody, you know, by the shirt, give it a twist, and, you know, give them, you know, a little birthday present, you know? Give them a little touch of love and say, hey, I don't appreciate you being near me. You know what I mean? Are you that weak in the knees? Huh? Let me turn on my Joker face. All right? Let me just, and I do one hell of a Joker, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to do an Oscar-winning performance here, okay? Huh? So, let me get this straight. These cops wouldn't have crossed any one of you 20 years ago. Huh? What happened? Huh? Balls drop off. And it's true. What happened? What happened, ladies and gentlemen? Did we all of a sudden just decide on fucking Earth here, not on Mars, Pluto, Jupiter, whatever, on God's green Earth, that this is the way to deal with things? And you can almost bet your ass that if this guy would have taken that hat back by force, he would have been arrested. Why? Oh, for assault. And this is why he took the route that he did. Watch carefully.
It doesn't matter.
Is that what you're trying to represent?
Freedom of speech allows me to wear that hat as much as I want. You do not get to steal my property. I paid for that. I bought it. It is mine. It is mine. Give it back. You give it back. Are you people not going to do anything? She's stealing my property.
Fat fucking cow. That's right. Get on the phone, you cat cow. You fat fucking cow.
Look, I don't want to make a big thing out of this.
Look at Clueless over here.
That y'all are allowing people to wear this on a campus that has the majority people of color in this campus, and you let people walk walk around and wear this shit.
No.
Look at this.
Let's calm down.
Make America great again. It was never fucking
Just calm
great.
down.
Never.
Fuck you, buddy.
Honestly,
Fuck
get
you.
Get out. I was born here.
Fuck you. Go back to
Yeah,
Mexico.
where the fuck am I gonna go?
Go to
I was
Mexico.
born
Go wherever
here.
the hell you want. Give me back my
You
hat.
know that I'm brown. You don't know
I
shit
don't
about
care.
me.
I don't care.
What do you mean, Mexico?
Give me my hat. That's all I want is my hat back. That's literally all I want.
It's okay.
I started none of this.
It's okay. Let's calm down a little bit. We can talk as a trio here, but let's try to just.
So you're recording me like I'm the criminal here.
No, it's
Because
okay.
you stole my property. That is
yeah.
Like you're the criminal. You snatch someone's property off their body. Okay? You fat, ugly fucking cow. You snatch something that doesn't belong to you. That's technically that's I can't thievery's not a word no matter what anybody says. But that's theft. Or actually you took it off of someone's person. So that's robbery. That's a class 2 robbery right there. Yeah. When people were getting rolled back in the day, you know, for their Chicago Bulls jackets and Raiders jackets, that's considered robbery.
literally a crime.
Land. Your ancestors stole this land.
That is literally a crime. That is literally a crime.
Can I take it? Can I be the neutral party and I'll take it?
God, I could burn this shit right now.
But it's because we can't. We will need to return his property to him, but then we can talk about.
How about we talk about not letting people wear this shit on
How about we talk about supporting freedom of speech? Something that people fought and died for.
When people could have tried to fucking protest and use their freedom of speech, what happened?
People left them. Are you kidding me?
That's not fucking true.
I was at the protest in Berkeley, and I was the one who was silent.
Y'all be making these memes and posting about how we just like want to make a riot and we just want to be loud and obnoxious when we're really trying to fight genocide from happening.
Give me my property. That is all I want here. Give me my property, and I will leave, and I will go back to the retreat where I'm supposed to be.
Think about it. How about you read history books?
Give me my property, and I will go back up to the retreat, and I will not care.
Let me say something. The reason why this is pissing me off because he wore it in a group where literally most of the organizations in the school are led by people of color.
Oh, and like Donald Trump has done nothing for blacks, for Mexicans, or any other ethnic group but white people, right? Wrong.
Including mine. My president is a Filipino.
Oh, no way. Does that make you not racist? Because last time
I myself am half Nicaraguan.
Oh my
I don't
God,
care.
You're fucking white, boy. You're white.
Oh, that's not racist. That's not racist. You're white, boy. You pass. Listen to the excuse she's going to give now, ladies and gentlemen.
White.
Are you assuming that? Are you assuming my race? Are you assuming my race? I mean, come on. Let's be consistent here. Let's be consistent here.
You pass as a white man.
I don't.
Oh, so you pass as a white man. Okay. Okay, I dig you. I follow you. You know what? You'd be good with a nice swastika carved right in your fucking forehead, and I'd be there with a buck knife to carve some SS fucking, SS logos right into those fucking ass cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
I am half Nicaraguan. I am half Nicaraguan. You are assuming my race here. All I want is my property. 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 All I want is my property.
People wear this shit on campus.
All I want is my property. That is all I want. I paid for that with my own money. And that's all I want is my own money.
Make America great again, really.
All I want is my own property. And honestly, the fact that you people haven't gotten this back from me is sad. It's wrong.
We're getting someone here. We're trying to get everyone.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? They're getting someone there. This is the insanity of it all. This is the insanity of it all. They actually have to call security to prevent this young man from assaulting her to get his property back, which, in my opinion, by all rights, he would have the right to do. I'm not saying, you know, fucking run a train on the fucking cow or anything. You know, she probably got a fucking vag that smells like fucking hot sauce. Anyway, not that there's anything wrong with that. I've had a couple of spicy tacos, hairy tacos myself. But, you know, the reason why I'm being so obtuse and so obnoxious is because, I mean, this individual is going on about, oh, he was in a room wearing this hat where majority of the people that represent that, you know, congressional committee are all colored people. Yet, but then turning around and calling him a white guy, a white man, because, you know, that's what she sees him as. What if he was Muslim? What if he was an Islamist? I wonder how she would feel. You see what I'm saying? Although I can fucking guarantee you, in any other country that takes regime to Islam or anything of this nature, she wouldn't have dared done something like that. Now, that being said, I'm not saying I'm pro-Islamist, okay? I'm not saying that. But, you know, guys, sometimes, you know, you can't have your cake and eat it too, you know? I have always lived by a very, very strict code in my life, and that is treat others the way you would be treated. You know, do unto the man or woman as he would do unto you. And, you know, this is going to sound really fucked up, but I need all of you on my Facebook, on my YouTube, around the world to hear me now. None of us is a victim in this world. None of us, when it comes to addiction, when it comes to anything. Victim stance is for the narrow and the pitiful minded. You alone can change your situation. You alone can stand up and say, you know what? I'm not going to let things in life bother me. I'm going to live within my own parameter. This is why I have respect for the 1% community. They do not see, and I say the 1%er community in general. But, I mean, don't get me fucking wrong. I've always been an avid supporter of a club, the Hells Angels, of course. They are American icon, the brand. They're the brand, in my opinion. You know, the AFFA, they're the brand. You know, what can I say? I mean, it all really started with two individuals, Sandy Alexander. And don't anybody question me on, I don't care if, I'm not being disrespectful, but don't anybody question me on you'll lose. You'll fucking lose. Okay? Don't question me on my knowledge of sorts. Okay? Because one of the papers that I did in high school was on Sandy Alexander. And for those of you who don't know who Sandy Alexander is, he is a fucking legend. There are only like two other people right here in my mind. Actually, sorry, three. 1, 2, 3. There are only 3 other people that I can think of that are so iconic. And 2 of them Oh, sorry. One of them one of them lives here in Canada. He's not Canadian originally. You know who you are, you old bugger. I love you, man. One of them lives here in Canada, and two other are also in the States. But Sandy Alexander, in my opinion, really fucking put them on the map, and Jesus. Well, they were the ones that coined also the diamond, right? They like it or not, guys, they own that shit. Anyways, the bottom line, it is, without a doubt, in my opinion, their outlook on life that I most embrace. That's the way I live outside the parameters of the norm. I do what I like pretty much when I like. And I expect people just to show me very basic privilege. I'm not any more special than my cat there who's jumping up in the window. Hello, princess. Come say hi. Come say hi, eh? So, but if my cat bites me, I'm going to bite her. I'll take her paw, bite her, punch me in the face, I punch you in the face, If you, in this very instance, I'm sorry, this woman is in the wrong. Point final. With that being said, I'd like to give a very, very warm shout out to everybody out in Woodbridge this time of year, and to everybody down in Hammertown, Phil, love you, buddy. God, I see how far you've come, and I am so fucking proud of you. I'll be sending this out. Just I won't be posting this on Facebook publicly. I'll just be sending this to people who I feel are important to me, and who have had a very big impact on my life. If you guys want to share it on Facebook, you're more than welcome to. Okay. I have a lot of things to do around the house here. I'm going ballistic right now. I got the cats fucking acting up and stuff. But right here at home, we need a huge amount of change in our to our political system. God willing. My name is Robert Kane, and I'm the host of The Devil's Advocate.